Hello everyone and welcome to another Pyro gaming video. As some of you may know, I recently switched over to PC as opposed to playing Destiny 2 on PS4 like I have for the past couple of years. And in doing so, I'm basically starting from scratch. I have to re-earn all my exotics and all that fun stuff. So that being said, when I do get an exotic drop, regardless of what it is, it's probably going to be a higher light level than the stuff that I have, so I'm going to equip it and play around with it. Now, taking that into consideration, I have been playing with a lot of exotics that I normally wouldn't have played with because they weren't Whisper, or they weren't Sleeper, or something to that extent. But in doing so, I have found 5 exotic weapons in particular that are insanely fun and definitely underrated. I never see anybody using these exotics, and I promise you, if you try them out, you will have a blast. So in no particular order, let's go ahead and take a look at 5 exotic weapons that are super fun that nobody uses. At number 5, we have Thunderlord. I mean, nobody uses Thunderlord, ever. Nobody ever. Okay, seriously? That's a joke? Everybody fucking uses Thunderlord? Let's go ahead and start the real list. The Prometheus Lens exotic trace rifle is a seriously underrated exotic. Now, a lot of these are not going to outclass Whisper of the Worm or Sleeper or Thunderlord, but they're fun. And outside of in-game activities, which by in-game activities I mean things like the Forge and the Raid, they're perfectly fine. I mean, you're going to do just fine with them. And in fact, Prometheus Lens in particular would probably be really good in certain parts of some of the raids. So here's what makes Prometheus Lens so much fun. In the Black Armory update, Prometheus Lens got a 10% damage buff increase. In addition to that, trace rifles as a whole got a little bit more ammo capacity. You can actually carry 600 rounds with this thing. Prometheus Lens in particular shoots a solar beam at enemies, and when you get a kill with Prometheus Lens, it completely refills your magazine. The catalyst for Prometheus Lens drops randomly from strikes or nightfalls, and when it is applied to the weapon, it will increase your stability and handling. This thing absolutely shreds ads, man. Like, it is so much fun to just run around and destroy a ton of low-level enemies, or in some cases, even some higher light-level enemies, like some of these captains with the shields and everything. I mean, it just absolutely tears them down. This weapon will shine anywhere that there is a ton of ads that you need to take out in a short amount of time. I have personally... What the fuck? I didn't even know. Anyway, I have personally been using this in things like Escalation Protocol, and anytime that it is solar burn in strikes, I make sure that I bring my Prometheus Lens with me. And every strike, I always lead in kills just by running around with Prometheus as a primary, essentially. And in addition to that, I make an absolute ton of orbs because it's masterwork. I would, without a doubt, recommend busting out Prometheus Lens from your collections and just going ham with it, man. It is so much fun. Next on my list, I have the Huckleberry exotic submachine gun. It's Ride the Bull perk, and combined with Rampage and when masterworked, Bull Rider is just absolutely insane, man. You get Rampage going on this thing, and you get your magazine completely refilled every time you get a kill, and you can just mow down ads, man. It's so much fun. So why is Huckleberry fun? Well, again, Huckleberry is a beast at ad management. It's not going to do much to bosses unless you get Rampage ×3 going and then just unload on a boss. But for clearing ads in pretty much anything, it just really shines, man. And considering the fact that you can run Huckleberry with a, say, Ikello shotgun that's a legendary, and the Hammerhead heavy machine gun that's a legendary, I mean, you don't feel as bad taking up an exotic slot in your primary, especially when you're going to be able to mow down ads as quickly and as efficiently as you can with Huckleberry. So you definitely want to get the exotic catalyst for Huckleberry. You obtain that by completing heroic adventures anywhere. I mean, it could be on the Flashpoint, it could be on Mars, it could be on Mercury. It's whatever. What I did was I just went into the Flashpoint destination and just farmed the missions a bunch of times during that week. It has a random chance to drop from any of them, so as long as it's a heroic adventure, you have a chance of getting the Huckleberry Catalyst. As I said, the Huckleberry Catalyst makes it so that whenever you get a kill with Huckleberry, it reloads your magazine completely. It's not doing that in the gameplay because this was me working on the Catalyst and not fully upgrading it, but one thing that you can 100% count on with Huckleberry is you're going to make a ton of orbs, you're going to shred through ads, and you're going to have a lot of fun. The third weapon on my list is going to be Crimson, the 3-round burst hand cannon. Crimson is going to be a godsend for those of you who like to rush into a big group of enemies with a shotgun and your fist and hope that you stay alive. Crimson can help you stay alive. And again, much like I said with Huckleberry, because we now have the Ikello shotgun in the legendary slot and the ability to run like a rocket with cluster bombs and tracking, or a hammerhead or an avalanche as a legendary in our heavy slot, putting an exotic in the kinetic is not a bad option now. Now, as I said, Crimson will help you stay alive. The reason being is because its Cruel Remedy perk heals you completely whenever you get a kill, and if that kill is a precision kill, then you will also get your magazine completely reloaded. The Catalyst for Crimson, as I said, gives you a big boost to range, and with that Catalyst, you make an absolute ton of orbs when you're clearing out a bunch of ads like I'm doing now. You obtain the Crimson Catalyst just by killing random enemies. It drops it literally anywhere. You don't need to do anything special or go anywhere special, just keep killing stuff and you'll get it eventually. But yeah, if you like to play super aggressive and rush into ads like I do, Crimson is a great weapon to use. Next up, I have the Fighting Lion. Now, admittedly, the Fighting Lion is a difficult weapon to get used to, but once you do get the hang of it, it can be super fun and super useful, especially in activities that have Void Singe. Grenade launchers, specifically the single-shot grenade launchers, recently got a small buff, which wasn't too big, but I would expect grenade launchers to get a bigger buff in the near future, probably sometime this month with the Sandbox update, because they are a bit underpowered, but for an energy weapon, the Fighting Lion does do decent damage. Now, Fighting Lion is a lot like Crimson in the sense that you can play super aggressive with it and, for the most part, be okay. Now, its exotic perk, Thin the Herd, gives you bonus primary ammo whenever you get a kill with Fighting Lion, and if you get a kill with Fighting Lion and then get a kill with something else, whether it be a melee, grenade, or switching to a different weapon, as long as it's within a short amount of time, it will refill your magazine without pulling from your reserves. It just gives you that grenade back, essentially. So you won't run out of special if you use this weapon correctly. Once you have obtained the exotic Catalyst, which you probably got it from the Halloween event, but if you didn't, it is a random drop similar to Crimson from just killing any enemy out in the world. Once fully upgraded, Fighting Lion will get a pretty sizable boost to reload speed, which is going to be great for those times that you aren't able to get that follow-up kill quick enough. But even without it, man, I have a lot of fun with this weapon. I really and truly do. It makes you smile. It's silly, you have to kind of think a little bit more than you would a normal exotic, but once you get the hang of it, man, this thing is just so much fun to use. Would definitely recommend it. And the last exotic on my list is going to be Rat King. Now, unfortunately, I don't have Rat King on PC yet, so I tried to log in on PS4 to get some gameplay of it, but my Elgato game capture card decided that, I couldn't. So unfortunately I don't have any gameplay for it, but Rat King is a fully automatic sidearm. The more people that you have near you that also have Rat King equipped, the more damage Rat King does. However, on its own, Rat King is still very valuable because it gives you invisibility after you get a kill and reload. Now this falls under the category of something like, say, Crimson, but instead of healing you, it makes you invisible so that you can heal naturally. So it's really good, it honestly is. As of right now, to my knowledge, Rat King does not have an exotic Catalyst in the game. That was rumored to come sometime in Black Armory, so I guess we will just wait and see. And also wait and see what it does, because nobody really knows. And that is going to do it for this video, guys. Go try out these weapons, and then come back to the video and drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think of them. I've been having a ton of fun using these weapons, and yeah, I'm going to continue to use them. It's nice to switch things up from time to time. But that's going to bring this video to an end. If you enjoyed it, click like. If you're new to the channel, click subscribe. And if you are already subscribed, I fucking love you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take care.